Before 2019, you could have asked most people in Germany what they thought of LEGO and they would have given you a positive response. Even nowadays, Germany is the biggest consumer of LEGO toys worldwide, also making LEGO the biggest toy company in Germany, beating companies like Mattel and Playmobil. But this perfectly represents that numbers do not reflect public opinions. These days you will get much more of a mixed response when asking Germans on their opinion of LEGO. Responsible for all of this is a YouTuber going by the name Held der Steine, or translated to English, Hero of Bricks. But how did this happen, and how was a single person able to sway an entire country's opinion on LEGO? To find the answer to that question, we have to go back to September 8th, 1980, when the town of Frankfurt, Germany, Thomas Panke was born. He went through a normal school life, going through elementary and middle school before moving to Vienna, where he graduated high school. In the following years, he would go to college to study history and later started working at a stock company called Monster. After leaving the company, since he didn't feel fulfilled because an office job just wasn't something for him, he looked for new opportunities to make money. Thomas says himself that he always was more of a hands-on person and found a way to get back into business in 2013 when he opened a small LEGO store in Sachsenhausen, a part of Frankfurt. Now, saying that he was purely passion-driven would be a lie, since he also considered opening a store selling computer parts, but the final straw to go for LEGO was the location of the store. Sachsenhausen is one of the wealthier parts of Frankfurt, and since LEGO is a luxury toy, it only made sense for him to open up a LEGO store. After opening the store, he donned the name Hero of Bricks and designed a logo which would later resolve in a lot of conflict with LEGO themselves. On June 3rd, 2014, Thomas opened up his YouTube channel, also called Hero of Bricks, on which he would review sets. He said that he decided to start the channel since he was getting emails from customers asking him for recommendations and advice, and it was easier linking them to a video than to respond to everyone individually. Over time, his channel started to grow into the six-figure numbers, and with that he also became more and more hostile towards LEGO and started critiquing their sets more and more. Now, whether that was because LEGO sets got genuinely worse or because he realized that shitting on sets rather than more views than talking positively about them is unclear, but it certainly garnered LEGO's attention. Well, LEGO wanted to get back at the Hero of Bricks for criticizing them so much. I know that sounds way too petty for such a big company to do, but LEGO has proven not to be the most mature company out there. Now, remember how I brought up the logo earlier. That is what LEGO used as a target. In January of 2019, LEGO sent Thomas a cease and desist letter forcing him to change his logo. LEGO's reasoning for this was that the logo included a studded brick and would be confused with LEGO themselves. Obviously, this is a stupid reason on every level. Even if you couldn't tell them apart by their shape or color, his logo still had a massive Held der Steine written on it. I think no one would have been mad at Thomas for being angry at LEGO over such a stupid thing, but that wasn't what caused the rift between LEGO and him. He said that he'd have been fine with changing the logo, as annoying as it would have been. What annoyed him more was the way LEGO worded it. I'm gonna paraphrase it since the letter was in German and I can't be bothered translating it word for word, but the letter basically said, your logo might lead to confusion between the real LEGO brand and yours, so you're gonna have to change it, otherwise we will take legal actions. His problem here was the legal action part. He felt that after all of the free promotion he's given LEGO through his YouTube channel, he shouldn't be immediately threatened by them. So, as a consequence of these events, he cut ties with LEGO and announced that he'd be starting to sell and review products from other rivaling companies as well. Shortly after this announcement, he began to review other companies' sets like Kobe, Xingbao, Kada and Mega Bloks. But the biggest positive that came from all of this was the attention. The video blew up, sitting at 2.5 million views these days. Every major German news outlet wrote articles about it and catapulted the Hero of Bricks into mainstream. The general population was of course on his side, since LEGO obviously acted irrationally here, creating a David versus Goliath situation, and no one wants to be on Goliath's side. LEGO later admitted themselves that the communication was unfortunate, and the head of LEGO Germany openly apologized at the Nuremberg ToyCon in February of 2019. Thomas did change his logo and has since started producing merch showing his new one, a meerkat wearing a cape. That concludes chapter 1 of LEGO's Fall in Germany. Chapter 2 begins pretty much exactly 2 years later in January of 2021. From the time of Thomas announcing his parting with LEGO up to this point, a lot of things changed. His channel grew massively, amassing a total of 480,000 subscribers, and most of his reviews were now based around other toy brands. When he did videos on LEGO, they were mostly centered around bad sets and criticizing LEGO. During that time, a lot of people became consumers of these other brands and turned their back on LEGO as well. Now, as mentioned, the Hero of Bricks reviewed a lot of alternative brands, but not always marking them as alternative brands, sometimes calling them LEGO, and they didn't take that lightly. LEGO sent him another cease and desist letter requesting him to change those video names, and if he didn't, they'd get a lawyer lawyer involved. He made a video on that as well, getting him a whole another wave of attention. He went from 443,000 subscribers in late 2020 to 584,000 subs, not even a week after the controversy. Now, unlike on the first one where everyone was on Thomas' side, it was a bit more decisive on this one. Of course, the majority of people supported him, saying that LEGO was being petty again and this was just another way of getting back at him. On the other hand, people realized that he had become more and more biased against LEGO and that maybe it was just time for a reality check. While this doesn't necessarily justify LEGO's actions, a German reporter brought up another point. If you do not take care of / defend your brand name, you will run the risk of losing it. That means LEGO is not just justified in their actions, but even obligated by the law. Following this, Thomas took down the videos and re-uploaded them with new titles and descriptions, whatever side you're on. It's needless to say that this was incredibly beneficial for the hero of bricks and shone even more of a bad light onto LEGO. And this was the story of how one man swayed an entire country's opinion on LEGO. Today, the Hero of Bricks channel has amassed a total of 770,000 subscribers on YouTube, with more than 1,000 videos on his channel currently. Outside of his main channel, his second channel called The Hero, on which he just talks about random things, has amassed almost 180,000 subs, and his VODs channel currently lays at 18,000 subs. On Twitch, he currently has 185,000 followers, and on Insta, he sits at 140,000. By now, he's only in his store 3 days a month, but his merch is more popular than ever. Fans come from all over the continent to visit his store and meet him personally, and he is by far the most influential person in Germany's LEGO community. That's it for today, everyone. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, remember to hit the like and subscribe button, and also check out all of my other socials. They're linked in the description, as well as my shorts channel. And until next week, goodbye!